I think that I get what you, what you read is what we passed. Transmit, not transfer. What is in 2022 is transfer, and we don't want a law that is vague. We don't want a law that will be misinterpreted by anybody. We want a law that is clear, concise, and can be interpreted by all, and that is unambiguous. So it is electronic transmission of results. Yes, thank you. I think we can end it here because we've done what it will be necessary to make a clarification of what happened yesterday, to put the records straight. Yesterday, the Senate did not, I repeat, did not pass transfer of results, which was in the 2022 Act. What we passed, and which the Senate President himself, when he was doing a clarification sitting on his chair, is transmission of results. And I need to make this very clear. Every one of us who is a senator, who has the privilege to represent a senatorial district, came here under the trust of their senatorial zone. And each one of them imbues in himself or herself a public trust, a trust that has been handed to us by Nigerians to do the absolute best for Nigeria. And when it now appears that we have been misunderstood in any way, that's why we said we will come here, each and every one of us this morning, including those that are not here, a vast majority of the senators, to say that this is exactly the process that we passed through to get to this point. First, there was a joint committee of both the Senate and the House, made up of members of the electoral committees in both chambers. These joint committees had several retreats, both in Abuja and elsewhere. And each of those retreats was done with both INEC and the CSOs. Everyone agreed at the end of the retreat that electronic transmission of votes was the way to go. And that was reflected in the report, both in the House and in the Senate. Now, there was public hearing, there was everything, and this was a, what they will say, sine qua non. Nothing else but that. And I think the Senate President reiterated it yesterday, that the committee report was brought. The Senate also set up an ad hoc committee to review this report, electoral report, and report back to the House. And it was the report of that Senate, of that ad hoc committee, led by Senator Adegbomire, that we considered when we went into a closed session. And the reason for us to go into a closed session was so that we can tidy up all the niggling things inside there. And when we now come back to plenary to pass it, that we will pass it without any rancor. I can assure you, on my honor and the honor of all of us who are standing here, that both the Electoral Committee of the Senate, then the ad hoc committee of the Senate, and also in the executive session that we had, that we all agreed on Section 63, which is electronic transmission of votes, or electronic transmission of results in real time. I think 65, I think I have it here. I'm going to bring it when we finish and distribute it to you, what we passed. Now, at the plenary session yesterday, we also passed it, but because there was a whole lot of people walking around and people talking, so it now seemed that something was wrong. We went back individually to find out from what exactly was done, and we were reassured. And the Senate President, while sitting, and I'm sure you have the videos yourself there, confirmed that we passed the electronic transmission of results. And I will show you what we have here. Now, the Harmonization Committee was set up also yesterday, because when the House version and the Senate version differ, because there were so many other things, including timelines, that now differ, you set up a harmonization. Those harmonization is what you use to make sure that you come to one single document which the president will now sign. So that is where we are at the moment. But I need to add one further thing so that Nigerians can rest assured. After our session, plenary session yesterday, we adjourned, but did not come back to pass the votes and proceedings. And that is our rule, and you all who are here, you know it. The Harmonization Committee cannot meet because the document that we use to go to the harmonization is the document passed by us and ratified by the votes and proceedings. So there's still one more step left by the Senate to take. After we pass the votes and proceedings, in which we are going to insist and ensure that what we passed, which is electronic transmission, is there, then the harmonization will meet. What now happens in harmonization is simple. You either adopt the House version or you adopt the Senate version. And of course, Nigerians know what they want. It is the job of Nigerians also to put pressure and ask questions from their representatives. My own representatives in Abia South Senatorial Zone have been sending me messages since yesterday, and I'm sure it is the same for each and every one of us, asking questions. All our constituents have been asking questions, and we're telling them, no, this is what we passed. We passed electronic transmission of votes in real time, of results in real time, and that is where we are. I hope this clarification settles this matter. And I can tell you that it's not just the number here. A great majority of the senators are with us across party lines. Because this is not a party matter. This is a Nigerian matter. Fair, transparent, and free elections and election processes